driving in the bush in Zambia, trying to find our first wild camp spot in this new country. We're at the edges of South Luangwa National Park and we hope to find a cool wild camp at the river. The days are very hot, so at the river is where the animals congregate. Hopefully not too close to our wild camp spot, but close enough that we can see them. We're a bit late, the sun is setting, so hopefully we'll find something before it gets dark. I am Celine, and this is Benjamin. We are traveling the world with our Toyota Land Cruiser. After completing the first leg of our journey through Europe and the Middle East, the next chapter is Africa. The river and we see hippos, running hippos, elephants. This mother elephant and her calf was running first toward us, but I think it's because she wanted to be out of the river. Now she's easing again, I think. They're smelling us. Okay, we waited a bit for the elephant and the calf to move back to the river so that we can approach a bit more. Now we're gonna get out of the car. Lots of tsetse flies. I have so many bites already. Our first camp in the wild.
It will be dark soon. It's full of hippos and an elephant wandering around with a small one. So you'll see. It's also full of leopards here.
Which we don't see.
Leopards don't miss. If they hunt you, they get you.
So you want to sit inside then or outside?
It will be dark soon.
If we stay outside, we probably have to make a fire to keep predators away. But it's so hot to make a fire and everything is very dry, so we don't want to start a bushfire. We're quickly eating some fruit and then I think it's most wise that we go indoor because you never know who's lurking in the dark. It's almost 5:30. We are awake and the tsetse flies are not yet awake. How cool! Elephant, hippo. The hippos were loud this night, so we didn't sleep too well. We also heard hyenas. We saw elephants passing by, not too close, but you could see them well. 2 bigger ones and a baby. What else did we see?
Porcupine.
Porcupine. Yeah, that was very cool. That was when we were still awake. We saw 2 black dots moving on the plains here. And then we looked with the flashlight and there were 2 porcupines. We spent a few unforgettable hours along the Luangwa River, observing the incredible wildlife activity. At the height of the dry season, the river shrinks to its lowest levels, exposing sandbanks that create a stark but beautiful landscape. The water becomes a vital lifeline, attracting animals from all around. Some, like the hippos, stay submerged all day to escape the heat, only venturing out under the cover of night to graze. Others approach the water cautiously, quenching their thirst before retreating to safer ground. And then there are the bold ones, crossing the river. The Luangwa River is more than just a backdrop. It's the pulse of life, especially in the dry season, when every creature depends on it. We're taking these fantastic drone shots. In the meantime, we have to stay vigilant, because I do hear the whooping sound of the hyenas. I first heard it far at the river, but now I hear it closer to us. I don't know if you say whooping sound, but it sounds like that. So we have to watch out that they're not coming our way. Driving to and from this spot gave us a fantastic game drive without even having to enter the national park. Check out what we encountered on our way. This one is checking us out, the other one is taking a detour because we are in between them and these two youngsters. Aha, they're reunited. Wow, how beautiful. Oh. Oh, ze draaien allemaal wel richting.
Ja?
Ik weet het niet.
Daar staat er ook iets in.
Ja, zo'n... Oh, nee, we hebben die niet gezien. We found a new wildcamp for this night, but there's only one problem. There are so many little flies. Ah, terrible. Luckily, these annoying creatures woke up later than us. We could have a peaceful morning, still a bit on adrenaline from our morning visitors, which we later saw crossing the river. Oeh, wat zeg. Ik dacht dat het echt was. Today we're gonna do something completely different than checking out wildlife. We are at the Muzanga Foundation. It's a foundation started by two Dutch girls. They have a campsite, that's how we ended up here. But their main goal is a project to help the community and build a bridge between tourists and the community.
So we want the whites, the guests, also to experience the real daily African life. At least you see what we Africans, especially in rural areas, very typical rural areas, are doing. And the things that we are, the difficulties, of course, things that we are going through. So we want you also to experience the same life, even if it's for a short time, but at least you are going to see how people live in rural areas.
We're approaching Malide village. All the ladies just put on the chitenge. Yeah. Because if a married woman respects herself, she covers her knees. I was already wearing long pants, but it's nice if you put on the chitenge on top of it. Okay.
She can hold her breath, huh? It's okay.
Can you manage? I cannot eat anymore.
much power.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We will come back in a half an hour. We go to drink something? 20 kilos? Yep.
It's not on your head.
Oh, yeah.
No. No, no.
No, no.
No, no, no.
What do you mean?
It's not.
Yeah, but it feels straight. But it feels safe.
I wouldn't dare to keep it loose.
We got the water. I'm totally wet. Celine is totally dry. So she did something wrong, apparently.
Yes.
I'm going to prepare for today. You know this?
No. The African greens.
Pumpkin leaves.
You know it.
Pumpkin leaves.
Pumpkin
Call
leaves?
them chihuahua.
leaves from the orange big pumpkins.
All right.
Look at Scott.
Direction. You can put.
Everything?
Yes. Yeah,
You mash the groundnut.
Yeah.
With the peel?
Yes. Yeah. So you need to add here.
Awful, awful. Is that the only English you can?
Yeah.
Excellent. Good job. You did good. You're trying.
Yeah.
Finish?
Finish.
Hey.
Yeah. Finally.
But no applause, first taste.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
First we need to taste.
Kenelekes. In Belgium we call it kenel.
Kenna.
The form of this one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. She's asking if you have ever done this.
No.
So the way we show respect to our husbands, so you do what she's doing like that. That's one way of respecting your husband.
Thank you.
So she said when you get back in Belgium to your in-laws, the mother to Benjamin and the father to Benjamin, you should do the same. To say, I was in Zambia and I was taught to show respect like this. So you can demonstrate what you are just
Celine is doing a good job, eh?
very much.
She would be a good Zambian wife.
Yeah, very much.
Zikomo.
I can help.
The food is served.
Not only did we enjoy talking and joking with the ladies of the village, we also had fun with Emma and Sabine, the founders of the foundation, who took us to a brilliant sundowner spot with hundreds of carmine bee eaters. We have had amazing animal sightings already outside the park boundaries, but today we're going in the park. The park is known as the Leopard Valley, so there's a high concentration of leopard, and we really hope we are lucky today to see one. And if we're really lucky, we hope to see wild dogs, but they move around a lot, so they're hard to spot. We asked at the gate, and apparently leopard Lucy and her 2 cubs live in the area just after the gate. So that is our first goal, try to find Lucy. There were quite some cars at the park entrance, so it might help us to find them if we see other cars. Hopefully not too much. But while we're driving here, we already saw 3 elephants, lots of impalas, warthogs, starting? Well, there's a traffic jam here, so probably you can see something spectacular here. You don't see anything yet? It is indeed Lucy and her cubs that has been sighted here, but she is now hiding somewhere. All the cars are waiting. We are waiting as well. So we're having some breakfast.
Zo mooi dat het leeft. Waarom zo groot?
We moved off from the leopard place. We didn't see it, but we did see warthog babies and elephant babies instead, so we can't complain. We spotted many vultures in the air, so there must be something around here. Unexpectedly, we are on our second safari day in South Luangwa National Park. Yesterday, we combined pleasure with business. During the lunch break, we visited a lodge for which we work with at Atlas Reizen, the company I work for. And they invited us to stay longer. First we were gonna camp next to the lodge, but in the end we got one of their guide rooms. We went on an evening drive with one of their guides, and this morning we are again on our own in the park. We're still hoping to spot the leopards. We didn't see them yesterday, and we're starting to think that it might be very tricky just on your own without a guide. But we have to stay positive. Today we will find them, or one at least. See the hyenas eating something. What did you steal, boys? What did you steal? Stretching the neck. Seems like good leaves. No leopard yet, but we did find lions. They look cute, but they are not.
They went to McDonald's and they have a buffalo burger without the buns.
Big one. This night or this morning they took down a big buffalo. They ate it and now they all have their bellies full. They're digesting. Help me, I'm so full. I cannot move. Oh. She really cannot move. She's so full. We got some assistance by guides where there should be a leopard, and I think we are on the right spot. So it took its prey into the tree. You know the best part? 10 meters away there's a second one. Wow, this one is really visible. After 1.5 days looking for the leopards, we got our reward. We're looking straight to one there and straight to one there. Super cool. Wow, we're literally 4 meters away from the leopards. Really crazy. The other one came down the tree and is now walking. What you do? What you do? What a beauty! One is just being lazy and the other one is also being lazy but already switched positions quite sometimes, so that's good for us. Movement. Wow. Other guides Benjamin spotted in the tree, but we came closer and it got out of the tree. It's watching us. After our very fruitful game drive, we arrived back to the lodge to say goodbye to the team. The lunch was waiting for us, and when it was time to actually leave, the owner said, "You have your home with you, you can also stay another night." And we decided to do that. That's really nice of not traveling with a fixed itinerary and just having time. It's such a luxury. And now we're here enjoying the sun that just went down on the bush. Day 3 in South Luangwa National Park. We have set ourselves 2 goals today. Find another pride of lions. I thought I saw something running, but it's a puku. So find another pride of lions and find the wild dogs. 2 very challenging goals. But we go for it.
Mooi, stel hè? Hè? Wat nu?
Sliding.
Nou, hé. Zalig. En al die vogels erop.
Zot hè? Back to his safe house. The water. It's midday, no lions, no wild dogs yet. Oh, there were elephants. But elephants! Many other elephants as well. Other elephants and a baby. Always careful around them. We will now search again for Lucy and her 2 cubs. You remember from our first day in the park? We didn't find her, and now we will try to look for her again. Miraculously, we found it. This one found it, but it's almost exactly at the same spot where it was 2 days ago. We see the mother, but we don't see the cubs yet, so let's hang around a bit and hope something moves. We thought to first make a loop and come back in 10 minutes. Maybe it had moved, but in the meantime there are 5 cars surrounding it, so we go off to another area where we hope to find the wild dogs, the second goal of today. As is often the case in nature and in life, when you're searching desperately for something, you won't find it, but along the way you might find something else worthwhile. We're back at Lucy. She's still hiding her cubs for us. Still waiting for Lucy to show us her cubs. But there's one downside during the wait. Her house is very smelly because there's a dead animal somewhere in the tree. And every time there's some wind, it smells like death here. Suddenly Lucy began to move towards the river. Could this be the start of a hunt? She seemed to be stopping for a drink first. You might expect a predator like her to be fearless, but nothing like that. She cautiously scanned her surroundings, every move deliberate, before lowering her head to drink. We're following Lucy. She went for a drink and now she sees alles. Ja, net precies weg. Wow, it looks like they're chasing her away. That's just amazing. So that was really spectacular. The impalas, just with their sound and like their posture and approaching the leopard, they really chased it away. Like they were saying, not with us this time. Really amazing. One day became 3 days, but now we are leaving the park. South Luangwa, it was good, very good. We love it here.
Queuing to get diesel. It's a long waiting line and everybody's filling up like these big barrels, like hundreds of liters at a time, because they take it to the lodges and they have their own filling stations for the cars. So we're in between the trucks who wants to have hundreds of liters at the same time, and we only like 50-60 liters maybe. So waiting game.
After a few days without diesel, there is finally diesel. We're in the queue, but now the generator is down. We're the second in row, but we're not moving. It's been now 45 minutes that we're here. After more than 1 hour, it's our turn. Can you hold me here?
Yeah. Slowly.
We're 10 liters in and the generator goes down again. So again waiting in the middle of our turn. After 1.5 hours we managed to get diesel. Our tank is full again.
One tank is full.
Yeah, one tank is full again. We didn't dare to just go and not take diesel because rumor has it that a diesel shortage is coming. Eventually we spent even more days in South Luangwa National Park because I had my birthday coming up and we decided it would be more fun to spend it in this beautiful wildlife area instead of on a long boring drive to Lusaka. That made us stay in South Luangwa area for about 2 weeks instead of a planned 3-4 days, so we must really like it here.
How old do you think the small one is?
Also, probably about a year.
1 year?
It's chasing us away.
That's fine.
Of course it was hard to top up everything we had already seen, but we had more leopard sightings, more lion sightings, of which one very cool one. The lions killed the buffalo in the a section that was full of mud. We didn't see the kill, but we saw the lions completely covered in mud. It was such a weird sight. They almost looked like panthers or the color of hyenas. That was on my birthday, so that was quite special.
Do you think the lions will go back if the elephants are gone? Been watching this.
We exchanged Tony for 2 nights in a lodge. We learned a lot from their guides, enjoyed not having to cook ourselves, and of course a real bed, a real shower. We had a good time, and then we went back on the road, not very far, just like 1 night wild camping close to the lodges where we were staying. But when we arrived, Benjamin noticed that our rear tire was flat. Not completely flat, but flattish. So how many bar did it have?
1.5.
1.5. Benjamin pumped it up till 3 yesterday evening to see what it does, and this morning it was at 2.4. We decided it's best to change it, and that's what he's doing right now.
Feels like my birthday.
And because he likes it so much, he's gonna change 2 of them. Ben was already a little bit worried about the other rear tire because we had some damage on it in Saudi Arabia. So this is not ideal. While we're now changing the other one, we're also changing this one. Then our 2 rear tires will be our... So luckily this perfect man is here to correct my not so perfect English. After the change, we will have our 2 worst tires at the back. 1 damaged one, 1 repaired one, and hopefully good ones again on the rear axle. We planned to visit Lower Zambezi, but we completely changed our plans and we are at the edge of Mfuwe National Park. It's been almost 4 hours that we're driving in Mfuwe National Park and we haven't seen a lot. The landscape is changing, it's getting more and more open and we see wild dogs. There's some more lodge time. This must be one of the coolest rooms we have ever stayed in. The cool thing of staying in a lodge is that we have a very knowledgeable guide and driver. Why again is it that we are perfectly safe in the car but not out of the car? We go back into camping and self-drive mode, which comes with a few issues. Ben has stomach pain and aching muscles. It can be a stomach bug, but it can be malaria as well. We have arrived at the clinic and it's not exactly what we thought it would be.
Celine is still sitting outside, and there is an elephant like 20 meters away from her.
Still 100 kilometers to go, and if we make a sharp turn, we see the indicator lighting up.